upcoming episode 62, and they both have some great details even though they seem very small. They were posted on Dafuk Boom's Instagram a while ago, as I mentioned in my previous video where I talked about what could happen on the upcoming episode, and the timing of the leak were right. Even though we still don't have exact confirmation on when the episode is going to be released, is what I was going to say, but while writing this, it was just confirmed that the new episode will be out in max 1 hour, and you should like and subscribe if you don't want to miss the analysis video that I'll be posting in a couple of hours. It's been more than 5 days since we got an episode, and this is the first time this is happening since the series started becoming serious. But you guys gotta know that Dafuk needs breaks and rests as well sometimes. Hopefully we get a very good episode. Now let's get to the leaks and what we could be getting in the next episode. After the Instagram posts a few hours ago, higher quality versions of the leaks were posted to Dafuk Boom's Discord by Brian and Arming, owners of the server, and the first leak contains 2 cameramen laying dead on the ground in a part of the city that looks ruined. I tried going around the Gary's mod workshop since most maps are public there, but I couldn't manage to find the map. If you know which map this is, to make sure to let me know in the comments. You could be asking why we got such a small leak after all those days, but when we get leaks like these, it usually turns out to be a very big episode. For example, the leak from the last episode, we only saw a Skibidi car, but it turned out to be an episode with moist, critical, and reveal of Speaker Woman. Before episode 57, we got this leak of 3 cameramen, but the episode was the epic fight between the 2 titans. So us getting a more casual leak doesn't mean that anything big won't happen in this episode, and actually something very big could happen. Another reason for this is that this episode is going to be the season ending of season 20. My guess as to what this leak means is that we are most likely in one of the cities which Skibidi toilets have already conquered, just like Dubai, and these cameramen either died a long time ago or they were just killed. We'll get deeper into this when I'm talking about the second leak, so make sure to watch until the end. In this episode, we could see the Titans marching to where G-Man Skibidi toilet is because, as you remember in episode 60, they learned his location, and they are most likely planning to attack. We also can't see the head of the cameraman on the left, at least I can't. This could mean that a Skibidi toilet like the glitch Skibidi toilet in episode 54 could have killed him blasting his face off with speed, or a Skibidi toilet with a weapon like a buzzsaw could have cut off the head. We can't really be sure until we watch the episode, but I'm sensing a big episode coming because the surroundings kinda give the same vibes as episode 60. I'm assuming that the Alliance has left London after episode 60 because this place doesn't look like London at all, but I could be totally wrong. One thing we might see in this episode is the secret agent, even though he showed up last episode hiding in the background. I feel like he is going to show up again in this episode. If this episode turns out to be one of the chill episodes like episode 54, I will look very silly, but I really don't think that's going to happen because the last episode, even though it revealed Speaker Woman, we didn't really get any lore. Not anything close to episode 60, and it felt like a breather between serious episodes because of the way Speaker Woman acts. Now let's get on with the second leak and talk about it in detail because this one contains more details. In this new leak that was just released, we can clearly see 2 engineer cameramen saving a cameraman who was damaged. It is clearly in the same place as the other leak, but this surely is not one of the 2 cameramen who were lying dead on the ground in the first leak, even though it only seems like some engineer cameraman saving a cameraman in the first place. If you look closely, there is something different about the weapons or fixing devices these engineer cameramen have. It's been a while since we last saw engineer cameramen in the series, but if we go back to episode 54 at the end, we saw some engineer cameramen running to the battlefield, but their tools didn't look anything like the tools these guys have. Both these engineer cameramen seem to have different tools, even though their clothes and everything seems the same other than the tools. Are we getting a new duo? I may be stretching the leak too much, but these 2 pals could be twins that go around together because normally only one engineer cameraman helps one cameraman, but in this situation it seems like they both helped at the same time, and they are giving the same pose at the same time. Even the cameraman who was on the ground seems surprised by this. Anyways, the cameraman on the left has a tool with similar blue glow as the stun guns the cameraman uses, and it's also shaped similar with a long rectangular shape. Is this supposed to be a stun gun or something similar? Or maybe it's just a healing device, but it's surely different compared to other weapons. Contrary to this, if we zoom in enough, we can see that the engineer on the right has a red glow on this part of the tool, and the blue glows are nowhere to be seen. But I guess we cannot know what they are until the episode is released. Now let's get to the cameraman on the right side. It seems like they just defeated some Skibidi toilets and he is sitting on one. The reason why I say it happened just now because this surely is a new fleet that just came in because the cameramen that were dead on the first leak and the cameraman that was healed in the middle didn't have stun guns, and as we know, all the new cameramen soldiers do have a stun gun. And also this Skibidi toilet is gray instead of white, which means it's one of the new ones as well. We can see that this cameraman on the right side is chilling without a care, and he has something in his hands. At first I thought this could be something important, but upon clearly analyzing, I'm sure that it's just a drink, and it even has a straw on it. Is he drinking it? Or is it some empty cup? It does seem like one of those McDonald's-sized cups, though. If he is drinking it, how is he drinking something without a mouth is the real question. I'm not going to lie, after this leak, I feel like we might be getting a goofy episode. It seems like this episode is going to be great. Hopefully episode 62 passes all our expectations and we get a huge episode. If you don't want to miss any of the leaks, make sure to join my Discord server with the link down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.